Hello everyone, Pally here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We joined Dungen and company once again on their honor mode playthrough. We're almost done with the game at this point. We took on a big, scary dragon and came out successful. I was going to show you the sword that Asterian's wearing, but I guess it's hidden right now. Today we are going to try and finish off the story of Shadowheart before we end the game. I believe that means we've completed all of our companions' adventures. And then all that's left is to complete Dungen's. Now, if you've never done Shadowheart's storyline before, we are at the furthest west teleport. My very first playthrough, I missed this place entirely because I had the wrong building. This one right here is where I thought I had to go for Shadowheart. This quest line involves a ghost, and oh my god, it took me like 3 hours on stream to figure out this bad boy one time. Shadowheart's quest line is actually just a little bit further down the street, hidden back here. We did get a little tip on finding this place from a vendor in Rivington when we first arrived in the city. And he basically was like, hey Shadowheart, we know what you did. We know that you turned your back on Shar, and they don't seem to be very happy about that. Let's see if they just let us in.
Welcome. The House of Grief lies just within.
Why are you so calm?
We are here to help.
You're here to help. Good. Oh, so this is like therapy session. Good.
Do you seek help?
Yeah, dude, I'm seeking help right now.
Right place.
Sweet. Do they have a different response if Shadowheart is the one that walks up, though? Same guard.
You. Enter at once. She has been awaiting you.
You messed up. All right. Shadowheart moves through the doorway. I've only done this in one playthrough. I'm not super familiar with it, so let's take our time.
Welcome to the House of Grief. Or perhaps welcome is the wrong word, Shadowheart.
Oh, well.
There's been some debate whether you'd even show up and face the consequences of your actions. I assumed you tried to flee, like a craven.
Spare me your venom. I'm sure the Mother Superior will have plenty of her own.
All in due time.
Let us pass.
As I said, in due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you.
What does that mean?
This is the House of Grief. We strive to help those whose hearts have grown heavy, be it with anger, melancholy, grief, or treachery. Submit to the mapping and reveal what lurks in your heart. If you consent, follow me. If you do not, leave.
I suppose we will be following her. As someone who has gone through a lot of grief in the last 2 years, losing family members way faster than I would like to, this place, I could see how it, brings people in.
Have a seat.
Have a seat.
The mapping will begin shortly.
On the bench? Okay. Shadowheart goes and takes a little sit down. Someone just appeared in the room.
Do you know why you are here?
Not really.
There is something I lost. No. Had taken from me. My family. My life. I want it all back.
Loss is a gift, girl. Do you still not understand that? Now give me the true answer. What is your purpose in being here?
Was that not the true answer? Dungen's going to remain silent. This is clearly not for me to step into.
The artifact. I was sent to retrieve it. At any cost.
And who tasked you with this mission?
The Mother Superior of It's you.
Give me the honor of my name. In full.
I can't. My memories...
I know what's in that head of yours better than you do, girl. My name.
Mother Superior Viconia DeVir.
You still have the wits to recognize your betters. Good. Now descend. You have much to answer for.
An
Away she
astral
goes.
projection. It is just like a DeVir to avoid facing danger in the flesh. They always were a family of cowards.
Ah, so because we're a drow, we know of their family ancestry. Well, the door has opened. I wonder if we could have found this even without doing the little trial. Shadowheart can't seem... Oh, it's because it's a doorway I have to click on. Oh, okay. I was like, well, why can't you enter? The passageway down has one of Shar's shrines. Infiltration training room. Cloister of somber embrace and interrogation training. Well, we know what happens every time I use knock. Someone comes over and they are pissed. So I'm going to try to just lockpick this. We need a 15 to open it with guidance. We should be able to pop this open, no problem. All right. Got it open, no problem. I don't see anyone in there, though. More lockpicks, maybe? Carefully now. I'll pop this one open, too, since we're already in stealth. And really, I suppose I could split the party up and just have Shadowheart exploring a little bit at this point. 15 to open... Oh, sorry. I was looking for the guidance. I still had it. 15 to open this one. We rolled a 12. That seems about right. Bro, I really took for granted how good Zen in our first playthrough was at just getting into everything that he wanted to. Okay, the door's open. Interrogation training. This doesn't look like a happy place. What happens if Shadowheart walks into any of these? Is there like a cutscene that plays out?
Cunning disguise can serve a warrior of the Dark Lady better than any armor. That's what they always told us.
So this is not
This was my
stealing.
favorite part. Putting these on. Pretending to be someone else. I suppose that's been my whole life.
That looks like a fucking mind flayer chest right there, right? That's not just me. Dungan's going to approach that room too. She said her favorite part was, it sounded like she was talking about this, like putting on disguises and pretending to be someone else. Hat of imminent giggles. All right, Dungen is going to give a little knock. By the way, if you guys were wondering, no one said this or anything, but if you were wondering why Dungen has wizard levels, it finally has paid off. You know that dome that we were using to survive in the previous episode? Well, I scribed that scroll, and now we have it memorized in our wizard book. I also put in telekinesis as well as mirror image. We've been using shield for a long time as a way of having more defenses, but now we have even more. Dungan's brain grows with each passing day. Okay, he's going back. Now, what's in these? Fucking nothing. I used a spell slot on nothing? Report of activities of Enver Gortash. Wait a minute. My ally? What are you doing with him? A detailed report from a Sharran agent, Dark Adept Bilov Reed, about the activities of Enver Gortash, an arms smuggler the Sharrans had designated a person of interest. The report concludes with the lines below. Gortash, whom we believe to be a follower of the tyranny godling Bane, has recently been consorting with a leading adherent of the murder godling Baal. The pairing were observed entering the Devil's Fee, where they conferred for an hour with the establishment's proprietor, the known diabolist Helsik. Oh. When she said the Devil's Fee, I was thinking Sharrans' Caress for some reason, but this is the place where we killed we killed the only vendor there. It sounds like they were trying to get to hell. This must be considered significant, as Helsik is reported to be able to open portals to the hells if her extravagant fees are met. Well, it makes sense that the followers of Shar would keep a good look on anyone of interest, because they're all about being everywhere, being unseen. Do you have any insight about this torture room? Did you do any of this?
I think think I might have hurt people here. Learned how to break their bodies. Their spirits.
Oh, well, there's definitely
Hurting here
some
now.
broken bodies right there.
But it wasn't always so. Screams rang off these walls. I swear I can almost hear them.
Oh, I heard a little scream in the background there, too. If you remember all the way back to Act 2, the House of Healing had Sharran followers. And, let's just say they didn't have the best vibes. I don't think this place is going to either. Wow, we are descending quite a lot. This looks a lot like the Sharran Temple from Act 2. And at the end, we see a very large door that seems to be barring our path. There is a sentry. Hey, bud.
Keep going. Mother Superior will deal with you.
He said she's expecting us. Sentry Frederick. We'll just go ahead and move past. What's behind the door? Oh, I remember this room. I remember this room. Hey, guys. Hey. Oh, you're just blocking all of the exits. Cool. And there she is, Mother Superior.
I already heard how you disgraced yourself before Lady Shar. How she marked you as the enemy. But it is quite another thing for them to see it for themselves. I am very glad you decided to return. A cautionary tale such as yours will be studied by Lady Shar's initiates for years to come. But perhaps I can make a case for some small measure of mercy. Give me the artifact, and I can at least make this quick.
Enough. I don't answer to you. Not anymore. I'm here for my family.
Yeah!
That's right.
I know what you did. And it's not going to be quick.
This is your
Not for you.
family.
I'm not canceling
And now
any of this
you
dialogue.
turned your back on it. The artifact was your last chance to prove yourself, and you squandered it.
Shadowheart has nothing to prove to the likes of you. Hey, why is the artifact so important? What do you want that for?
Whispers reached my ears from all corners. Potential rivals of Lady Shar, all vying for the same prize. A new god, amassing the disaffected, the outcasts, those who should turn to us. This absolute is but an upstart, disturbing the natural order and threatening to impede the glorious return of Lady Shar's pure, endless darkness. I had to act. I had to strangle that foul conspiracy while it was still in the cradle.
And it doesn't sound like you were
learned
successful.
all we could. The artifact was the one thing the absolutists feared. The one thing they desperately wanted to keep out of their enemy's grasp. I had to have it.
You thought you could best the Absolute and the Githyanki?
To fight so many foes openly could prove unwise. Shar's children are better deployed as daggers in the shadows, not massed upon a battlefield. So let the others fight while we wait. Once they are spent and bloodied from each other, we would slip in and take the prize. Alas, most of those I sent perished. All but one.
I should thank you. If you hadn't sent me on that suicide mission, I'd never have learned the truth.
Yeah.
You there! Surrender this one to me now, and you can consider Lady Shar's forces your allies in the battles to come.
What? No, dude. Absolutely not.
Lilala! For Shar!
Imagine that, getting all the way here, and then we're like, yeah, we don't need Shadowheart anymore, dude. That is a lot of enemies, though. I didn't buff Asterian's weapon, did I? Nope. Nope, I hate finding out right now. I hate that. What's this new ability? Topple the big folk. Deal additional damage equal to your proficiency bonus on a hit of large, huge, or gargantuan creatures. That's kind of cool. I don't think I'm going to be using that right now. So, not all of these enemies in this room are super duper strong, but they definitely do have a numbers advantage right now. I am going to probably kite back here, I think. It's probably going to be in our best interest. So we're going to have Astarion run to the stairs. Shadowheart run to the stairs. She's going to have to dash for this one. And they will stand side by side. Then Minthara is going to step back, and we are going to cast a really big sleet storm right here at this choke point. Now, don't you worry. Dungen is in the storm, but he will be fine. And we're just going to try to back away with what else we have. It looks like I can go pretty far. So this should be playing into my favor pretty well. We are going to end their turns right there and then see what the enemy wants to do. The Mother Superior has 100 and... Did you just... Waited? What are you casting? Oh, Shadowheart's afraid of wolves. Oh.
An embrace of fang and claw.
So she's spawning wolves around the room. Bro, I don't think these wolves are going to be able to get to me. I got to be honest with you. Dungen is going to fly as far back as he can, which is right about there. And then, I don't know, do I start hitting the sides? Ranged attack, just off to the sides? I could use some Bardic just to get my stacks of Arcane Acuity a bit higher. So that's one guy down. Let's do it again. We'll try to kill the other one. He's not quite dead. Sanctuary of Loss. Okay, shield yourself or an ally from harm after they are attacked. This protection will wane when the protected creature attacks. Viconia can still use Heart Wrench and keep this protection. She's casting it on him, though, so don't react. What do you think happens if I just let a hypnotic pattern just rip right there? Or even better, a confusion on the wolves and the main lady. I might be able to hit someone else with it. No, let's just do that. Confusion on the main lady. That does not take my concentration. She's saved. But the dogs were not as lucky. Now, we'll get to see exactly how strong these guys are. We see a dash coming out from some of the melee dudes. Once they hit this ice, I don't imagine that's going to go well. There are technically alternative ways for them to get around if they wanted to push up this staircase, but either way, they're going to be hitting ice. We see darkness being cast on us. I don't think I care. I'll just do a little backlash. We're blinded, but I don't think that matters. And we can very easily remove magical darkness as well. Funny enough, with Shadowheart, the former follower of Shar. Prone's doing its job. Love to see that. Are these guys just going to stack up? Yeah, come on in. You didn't want to try, huh? Didn't want to try. There's a caster in the back of the room that I had no idea was even there. I wonder if she's going to be doing some support spells for the main Sharran. This guy still has the Sanctuary of Loss, but if he attacks, it goes away. I swear to God, it looked like that guy was just walking like normal, like nothing was going on here. I thought an NPC was trying to leave the room to go about their normal bone chill on Dungen. How can he see me? Unless he has Devil Sight. Do you? He's so brave. Yeah, I'm not sure how these guys are seeing me inside of the magical darkness that we're in. Bone chill shouldn't be a big deal. We can wording flare it. That should be fine. We do have the Dome of Invulnerability if we need it. I suppose we'll see how much damage these guys can deal first. So far, it's just been a little bit of chip damage, but on fights like this where there's a ton of enemies, there's something called the action economy that, just because there's so many of them, they have such a high action economy that even though they're individually not very strong, that could really sneak up on us. It's so many attacks. It could be a really big problem. This person running around is, I'm surprised not what more of these guys are doing. Like, why did he... Oh, because he's casting. And we'll just let him do it. Okay, there's going to be one more caster until this turns back around to our turn, and then I'm going to try to be as explosive as possible. One of the ways I'm planning on doing that is Shadowheart cannot slip on the ice. So if we just move forward, we can cast Radiance of the Dawn. I want to cast it on more enemies if I can. Okay, it looks like I can't quite move that far. We could very easily, though, do a wall of fire that hits everything next to the ice. I kind of like that plan. Let's do it. Just let them sit there. So now they have to choose. Do you want to move back through the fire? Do you want to push through to me? There might be a few other ways for them to get around. That is my concentration, though. So let's end our turn right there. Astarion will slip on the ice. We know that. So he's going to rage. I'm not going to be knocking any of these guys prone because I don't have my weapon buffed. That was my fault. But I am just going to swing with disadvantage in the darkness because we have the reckless attacks. So I can just start improving my rolls regardless of the fact that we have disadvantage. I'm going to jump. I can't, so I'm going to walk towards Shadowheart. And that's pretty much exactly what I fucking thought was going to happen. We are going to take a step forward with Minthara and just leave that magical darkness. And then I'm actually thinking about casting this Ice Storm here instead, just to deal AoE damage to these guys. I'm going to do it right now. That is going to get rid of our concentration. Sanctuary of Loss on a Novice will let her do it. That is going to get rid of my concentration for the storm that was here. No, it's not. I lied. But I do need to cancel that. Actually, I do need to cancel that. Now, the reason we want to cancel that is because it breaks the concentration of anyone inside of that ice storm. However, by dealing ice damage to them, we spread more of that around, so we can refreeze any surface that has been previously frozen. Basically, once the water melts, it's super easy to refreeze again. So this kind of protective area we have right here will continue. Dungan's going to step up and use the Globe of Invulnerability. We're going to use that to protect ourselves and Astarion, who's currently prone. After that, we are going to cast Mind Sanctuary inside of the dome. Now, every one of my allies is also going to have haste. If these guys want to try to make it into the dome for invulnerability of their own, they're going to have to withstand the slipping ice in every direction. I don't know if they'll be able to do it. I don't know. Bone Chill on Minthara don't react. Literally, we cannot take damage. So I will see you guys after this massive turn from the enemies. We'll see if they can make any ground on us. Shadow Step behind us might do the trick. Nope, it didn't. He fell. Nice! I do like that. I like that quite a lot. Yeah! Okay, so the fire did get some value. Fucking love it, bro. That doesn't make sense. Astarion is not technically in the immunity bubble? What? Why? Why is he not in the... What? He's still not in it. Wait, he's clearly... This hitbox is clearly showing me in it. Okay, I'm pissed. We are going to cast Daylight, and we're going to do it as a sphere and place that right in front of Shadowheart. Daylight will remove all magical darkness. He's still not invulnerable to damage. That doesn't make sense. Well, for the rest of Astarion's turn, he's just honestly going to attack anyone in... Do we help him up? Do we help him up or do we just... I think we just accept it. I am going to upcast a very hard-hitting spell. This is a level 6 Ice Storm, and I'm trying to hit everyone down the hill with it. This is looking like a great cast right here. Let's send it. That did not kill off everyone, but it did great damage to most of them. Daylight's already been used. We can... Probably break our concentration on Wall of Fire right now. And end our turn. We should be good. Although, I could quicken a spell and do the same fucking thing again. But this time a level 5 cast. Holy crap! Do it! Okay. So, the main lady herself is at about half health right now. There's a very big Justicia right next to her that's getting pretty beat up. But most of these little guys have actually been taken care of in just a few casts. I find that very encouraging.
Sunlight again.
Well, sorry, what was that? I didn't hear you. Did you fall? What do you think happens if we just kill her? We are going to do a slashing flourish onto the leader and then do one more. I'll hit the guy behind me, too, with the second arrow. I still have plenty of attacks. That one missed. Oh, maybe I don't have plenty of attacks. Here's what we could do, and I think this would be really fun, actually. We are going to upcast command very high. This is going to be level 5, and we're going to do a command approach. The reason we're doing a command approach is I think I can make every single person here fall. So, that lady's actually just barely out of my range. Let me try to get her, because she's not even on the ice yet. I feel like that would be really useful on her. Target out of sight. Oh, because there's magical darkness there. Okay, you come here. You come here. You come here. You. Out of sight. Okay, you come here. Is there anyone else? Is there anyone else not currently in this stuff? They already slipped on difficult terrain. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be everyone. Let's go ahead and cast it. So they are going to be compelled to approach me on their turns. And what we should see is all of them fall as they do that. We are going to counterspell that cast and do some damage. Oh, I forgot she was behind us. I could have called her in. That would have been really good. That's okay, though. We're holding well. The dome isn't going to last very much longer, but once it goes away, we should be fine. It almost looks like we have black tentacles underneath us. Oh, I bet that's my hastened area. So unfortunately, not everyone is falling like I had hoped. Darkness fills the area in front of us again. And, okay, I got one. It actually worked one time. Okay, 2 times. We're good. Bone chill on Minthara literally shouldn't matter. She's invulnerable. Asterion is in the invulnerability dome right now, too. So we don't need to help him. He's fine. He's good to go. And now this comes back around to us. Asterion's rage has ended, but I'm hoping, please, one step, Asterion, one step. Here we go. Oh, he did it. Okay, we're gonna rage. Oh, I was actually really concerned about that one step. He has been falling on ice like it's been no one's business. He's going to cleave all these guys down to the side, recklessly trying to make sure we can hit all of them, and he does. Once he connects, he does it again. Fantastic damage. You're invulnerable again. Proud of you. That's going to end his turn right there. We are going to see Minthara cast a level 5 smite. Maybe not. I think the blindness is hurting us. So let me... If I enchant my weapon instead of the area around me, will that make it so it'll constantly get rid of the magical darkness? Because I think the orb was consumed. No, the orb's still in front of us. I don't know how that works. I'm not sure. Either way, now that I can see just fine, here we go. Level 5 cast of smite. She's knocked out? Knocked out? What? Knocked out? She's knocked out. Why isn't she dead? Don't tell me she walked into the dome or something and I didn't realize it. Minthara should have another ability. That was just one, and she is hasted at the moment. So let's cast it. We are going to do another ice storm on these guys. Send it. Fantastic. More of them falling down to the back as well. You know what? Let's quicken one. Let's just quicken a spell really fast. And see, oh, he has Sanctuary on him, so I can't hit him, but we can hit the person on the corner over there, even making their friend next to them fall down. Shadowheart has already cast on her turn, but she does have another cast available to her. There is a large person approaching our Dome of Invulnerability right now. So if I can keep him back, that's what I want to do. Easiest way of doing that might be... Oh, I can't throw him. Not strong enough. Let's just blast him. We could try to put him to sleep, but I'll just do a level 5 Scorching Ray, and we'll see how much damage that can pump. I was expecting a little bit more. I also don't know why that spawned Radiant damage if I didn't do... Radiating Orbs if I didn't do Radiant damage. But hey, well, that's okay. We got him there, and I'm fine with that. We're going to have Dungen blast this guy so he doesn't get any closer to us with his Slashing Flourish. It does connect for some decent damage there. We could also hold person if we feel like we need to. We don't have any more Slashing Flourishes. I do have one more attack, I think, but he's still... I got one more. There we go. He's finally been taken down. I am going to try my luck again with that same play of trying to make these guys approach us. So, approach on... that won't work because you're in Sanctuary, but I can hit this mage behind us, and we can get the mage in range of Astarion to attack. I think this is the last turn we're going to have the Dome, but it has done very, very well. I like how I had to fly to cast that. You can't just charm someone. Gotta make sure you go off the ground to do it. Okay, so she is in the Mind Sanctuary, but she's not in the Immunity Dome. The prone is still working in all directions. She's invulnerable. Nice, good, good. Come on. Counterspell. Probably overkill. And I should have just let him cast it so we could test the effectiveness of the magic weapon, to be honest with you. The Dome has ended. Will Astarion be able to kill anyone? He has to take a step forward. Here we go. Oh, no, dude. Oh, no. I might be able to just help him up, but that would take a whole lot of my action away. Let's have Shadowheart do it if she can get there. This terrain seems really difficult for our ladies at the moment. I'll help him up. I'm not going to have any type of really any usable action whatsoever, but Astarion should be able to kill this target in a single turn of attacks, and he's going to go in for the bite to finish them off. You want to try going that way?
Guessing.
Nice! Yeah, you just stay right there. You just stay right there. We are going to have Minthara use her Gust attack, specifically on this dude. Did not work, unfortunate. Let's go ahead and cast Swirly Whirlies on Shadowheart. This guy has made it into our area. He could technically do damage to us now. Let's see if he's able to. He decides to walk away and takes an attack of opportunity from Shadowheart, which she crit for 15 damage. Happy to see that. He walks out and then casts Overwhelming Grief. I've never seen this ability before. It was just an AoE of damage, it looks like, unless Call of the Dark Lady does something. It does. It's a dot every turn, and he's also draining life from me now as well. I was right to be very cautious about this person. Holy crap. More of the followers are standing and beginning to surround us. Again, there's no ice in the area right now until I cast another frozen spell, and then everything will get hit with ice again. Maybe we don't want to do that, though. If we can encourage these guys to kind of get closer to us, that might be for the better, especially these dudes up on the high ground here. We are starting to take a bit of damage, but nothing we can't out-heal at the moment. Oh, bro. Bro, we're actually set. I can win this turn. So easy. So Dungen is going to go up first, and Dungen is going to cast this one, Black Hole. Come here. Now that everyone's been pulled in, Astarion's going to approach, and he's just going to start cleaving through all of them. Before we do that, we are going to cast Daylight one more time, which we did find out that it does not work like we had hoped. But we'll just cast this directly behind Shadowheart. Remove all of the darkness. Cast it, please. Did you not see the spot on the ground anymore? Is that the... Do I need to cast it further away? I can do that. If you could just fucking... Come on. Right? You're not blinded anymore. Hey, there we go. Okay, Astarion starts swinging, cleaving through everyone in front of him. Bam! That's 2 targets down. He takes a step forward, and he does it again. Bam! They got hit pretty hard. I will not be able to finish them off, but we do have one more swing, and I'm going for the guy up top, and he does go down. Now, Minthara is up again, and since our Astarion has already moved, we are more than able to put more ice back on the ground. Luckily, that didn't connect to where we were, so he's just going to fall down right there. Shadowheart on her turn is going to approach that guy, and then Dungen is going to take a step back. I know there's an attack of opportunity. I know it. I didn't expect it to hit me for 51 damage, though. I got to be really honest with you. That's kind of fucking ridiculous. Why can't I shoot you? Not enough movement to shoot? Dungen. Dungen. Not enough movement to hold person. There must be magical darkness in front of me or something. I don't understand. I could do this and put these guys to sleep, and I think that would be a good use of my time. But I don't even have enough movement to do that. That is so confusing. Well, I guess Dungan's not going to do anything. Charm goes out as the minions do hit Minthara in the back. Dungen with only 18 HP remaining. If he does get hit, that is going to suck. The mage in the back skipped their entire turn just standing. More darkness has been cast. We are blinded yet again. And Dungen has saved against the beckoning call of darkness, whatever that means. We're going to try and leave the blinding area. Looks like we did it. And then Astarion's going to cut into the backs of the 2 people closest to him. That makes it so the darkness concentration falls off. And now we are going to put all of our damage into this caster who is trying to flank us on the sides. Astarion ends his turn as Minthara fires off a Ray of Frost, and then Shadowheart approaches with the swirly whirlies. One swing from our weapon brings him down to just 1 HP. Will he be able to pull this off? Nope.
I have to find my parents. They must be close.
So she was knocked out at the time, but she's dead now. I don't know if I did that or what really. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use a retaliation, dealing 2 to 8 force damage. It knocks them prone unless they succeed. You gain advantage on saving throws against spells. Spell attacks against you have disadvantage. Holy moly.
No time to waste.
I do think that is better than the adamantine shield that we've been using throughout the game up until this point. So we're going to just equip that. She also has the Handmaiden's Mace and the Priestess Robes. And let's not forget a key. We'll go ahead and rest twice just to make sure that Dungen is ready to go. And then where do we travel? Oh, yeah, this is locked. I bet this is where we go
Better get to it.
to find her parents.
No keyhole. Must be some other way to get this open.
No keyhole. Wait, I have a key. What are you talking about? Must be another way to get this open. Have you knocked?
Desk rose up. After I moved something on the altar.
No, it didn't. You didn't move shit on the altar. No. No, that's a lie. Shadowheart approaches the next room.
I see my parents. Gods. What's been done to them?
Her parents are right here, hanging. How long have they been here, dude? Why are no one else's parents up here hanging? Why is it just ours? Approaching wasn't enough, but she should be talking to them now.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No. There is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jen. Our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
Keeps hurting her hand, though. What is that? It seems like it's tightening the grip on them, too.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you tried to step away from me, every time you tried to reach for Selûne, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself. And for them.
You're a monster, not a goddess. Yeah, dude. She's just jealous, Shadowheart. She's trying to spite your victory, man.
Victory? Your victory is but a guttering candle in the dark. Temporary. Inconsequential.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead.
Man.
This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shar's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shar will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
This is rough. This is rough. You have to choose, Shadowheart. Free your parents or rid yourself from Shar's curse. It's worth mentioning that she spoke about the fragile lives of humans. Shadowheart is a half-elf, so her mom's a human, her dad is an elf. Elves live a really long time. This is just a chapter in his life that he's been tied up here, but the mom is withering away. She wants you to kill your parents. It's her idea of a parting gift. Talk to your mother and father and see what they wish. If you have to choose, free your parents or rid yourself from the curse. Oh God, just talk to him.
I'm sorry. I didn't know any of this was happening until it was much too late. I came to try to put things right.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going. That you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was, and still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
You should end their suffering and yours. Don't lose your parents, not again. The pain can be handled. Bro, this is fucked. I don't know what the right thing to do here is. This is your choice, Shadowheart. You don't need me to tell you what's right. Trust your heart.
Is this truly what you want?
It is what we need. All of us. You were meant to be a guiding light for Selûne's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest.
Help us, Jen. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again.
Bye.
Not goodbye. Not even close.
What are those? What is she doing? What are those?
Moon motes. They bring Selûne's light to dark places and offer guidance to those in need. My parents are watching over me. Let's leave this place.
Oh,
There's nothing more for me here.
good lord, that's so sad. What do I call you now? Shadowheart or Genevieve?
Shadowheart, still. I can't run away from who I was all this time. Besides, there's something fitting to it. Can't cast a shadow without some light.
Man, that is heavy. That is so heavy. But we do have an extremely thematic build for Shadowheart in this situation. Light Cleric was the right call. That doesn't make it any easier, though.
My parents. I saw them. Spoke to them. And let them go. It's more than I can take in just now. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
Of course. As long as you need. Now, do we... Is this mirror tied to her memories? What happens if Shadowheart approaches this?
Great dark mirror looms over you, offering no reflection. You do not know its purpose, yet it feels oddly familiar to you all the same.
Selûne religion. Offer a prayer to the mirror. It's going to give us disadvantage. Examine it closely and try to understand its purpose. I mean, disadvantage could still be okay. I actually have full inspiration for this. We can give Bardic inspiration too. Now, unfortunately, it's going to take the smaller number here. That's still rolled up to an 18. So roll again. We need 25. That's 6. Rolls up to a 20. Try again. Nope. Not today. Not today.
Your prayers fade away into the nothingness of the mirror, unacknowledged.
Well, I hope I don't need that inspiration for something else in the future. This is just a religion check. So this should be fine. This should be fine. Dungan's very good at religion.
The mirror remains a mystery.
Wow, that was so useless. Dungan's gonna try to approach.
A huge polished disc.
This feels familiar
Many
to me
times,
somehow.
perhaps.
I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps.
I'm going to do the religion check and try to understand it. Dungen has studied religion throughout all of his travels. He rolls a 23.
A mirror of loss. A relic said to be as old as the Church of Shar itself. Those who stood before it could surrender their very thoughts and memories to the Lady of Loss. Great powers rest within the realm of the mirror, to be granted at the Dark Lady's whim to those making a suitable offering. A piece of themselves.
Gaze into the mirror, intent on offering it one of your memories. Interesting. What happens if we pray? It's another religion check. Shadowheart couldn't do it. Maybe Dungen can. Nope. No.
Prayers fade away into the nothingness of the mirror.
So if I gaze into it...
The mirror's emptiness seems to draw you into a stupefying embrace. Your thoughts, feelings, memories, they grow slow and drowsy, drifting away from each other. You must surrender some part of yourself. But what?
So, I can offer memories of my strength, which will reduce my strength. Wait a minute. You will not surrender any part of yourself. Invent a false offering to trick the mirror. No way. No way. This is such a bad idea. And we're doing it anyway. We need a 20. We have one roll. We rolled a 33.
To your surprise, the false memory is accepted. It fades from your mind as easily as it was conjured forth.
Wow.
A foreign sensation assails you. For a moment, you do not feel like yourself. A jumble of memories clamor for your attention. They range from ancient to new, but none are yours.
Those are other memories
Whatever
offered.
Power lurks deeper in the recesses of the mirror has no interest in you. The dark mirror seems to turn dormant, its hunger sated.
There's a way of increasing your stats with this thing. And what I was planning on doing was giving it even more of my strength so I could get even higher charisma. I think the max charisma you can have in this game is 25 if you use the Mirror of Loss. But I didn't know what any of that was going to do with like giving it a false memory and stuff, and that was really cool. Also, what do I need more charisma for? I'm already so charismatic, dude. I can just tell people whatever I want them to do, and they do it. Well, I'm gonna loot all these bodies and sell off every single thing I can to buy as many potions as scrolls as I can hold. In the next episode, I believe we are heading towards the end of the game. This has been a very long journey to get here, both in game time and in real life time. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next time.